Right now, I don't know if there's a more fun team to watch than the New York Knicks in the NBA. If you guys didn't see today, I'm double uploading because the playoffs are just that crazy that I'm double uploading. I really never do that, but we got this game between the Knicks and the Sixers, which was literally insane. And then right after that, we had the Lakers and Nuggets, which ended in a Jamal Murray buzzer beater game winner to put the Nuggets up 2-0. But in this one, the Knicks won, and the end of the game was one of the craziest endings I've ever seen. The Knicks are now up 2-0 on a team that a lot of people thought could upset them. They still can, but it's not looking good. The 76ers coming in as the 7th seed when they really probably should have been, a 2, 3, 4 seed if Embiid was healthy all year. It's not looking good for the Sixers right now. And so obviously we're going to get into what happened at the end of the game in a second here, but just to kind of recap, Joel Embiid, 34 points on 39 minutes. I got to give my respect to him because he is absolutely battling with his leg injury, and you can see it out there. Like, he is not 100%. He is, hobbled. He is whatever you want to call it. He's limping at times. But he's giving it his all. I mean, maybe not his all. I don't know. There's some plays where he's kind of just chilling, but you know what I'm saying. He's trying his best with his conditions, and I gotta say, Joel Embiid at whatever percent this is, I don't know, 75% of Joel Embiid is still like insane. Like, he's still the best player on the floor out of both teams. Respect to Brunson. We'll get to Brunson in a second. I mean, he hasn't had the best series yet, and that's the crazy part, because the Knicks seem like a team where Brunson's kind of got to go off. He's got to carry them, but that just hasn't been the case. We'll get into that in a second. But Embiid is just absolutely special. Maxey with 35, 44 minutes for Maxey, 12 of 22, 5 for 11 from the three. But outside of them, I mean, they combined for 69 points. You're getting nothing. Tobias Harris giving you 10, Kyle Lowry giving you 8. You cannot rely on Kyle Lowry to be one of your best players, one of your top scorers, if you want to go far in the playoffs in 2024. Kelly Oubre giving him 4, Nick Batum giving you 6. The bench, I mean, wow. I expected more from Buddy Hield. I mean, they're not playing him too much. They're kind of just running the starters into a wall, just pretty much playing them the whole game, including Embiid, who's injured, and Maxey, who came into this game sick. So you got your two best players sick and injured, giving you 69, and the rest of the team is pretty much nowhere to be found. So that's an issue for the Sixers. Maybe we'll talk about it more, but I want to get on to the Knicks, because the Knicks is the main thing I want to talk about. This is the main reason that I wanted to make this video. Again, Brunson not having the best of series. He's pretty much shut down. He's missing a lot of shots. Some of them are open. I'm sure he's going to get going, and that's the scary part, because the Knicks are up 2-0, and Brunson hasn't been hooping. So he's going to get going. It pretty much seems like the Knicks are going to win this. Like, it would take an absolute catastrophe, an absolute collapse for the Knicks to not win this series. But the man that I want to talk about that is insane, he's going off, Josh Hart, 48 minutes. He doesn't come out of the game, and he's out there giving it his all. 21 points. See, he hits crazy clutch threes, and in game one he did too. Game one, at the end of the game, I don't know the exact situation, but I remember him hitting like 2 clutch ass threes, and he did it again tonight. 4 for 7 from 3, and I'm pretty sure during the regular season, I mean, I could try to look it up real quick. Let me just look at his thing. Regular season, 31% from 3. So I mean, he's not really known as a 3-point shooter, but he's been so clutch for this Knicks team. He is an elite level role player. I put out a tweet, I was saying, Josh Hart is a player that you should want on your team no matter what team you are. Like, this is a guy I want on my team. 48 minutes, 21 points, 15 boards. Dante DiVincenzo with another solid game, 19 points for him. And you need that from him when, you don't have Julius Randle. You traded RJ Barrett, you traded Emmanuel Quickly, you traded Quentin Grimes. You need guys like Dante DiVincenzo to step up and give you 19-point performances, and he did just that. OG with only 10. And obviously Dante hit the big shot at the end, which we're about to get into in a second. But Josh Hart, Dante, solid performance. Isaiah Hartenstein playing solid. He really is. Going up against I'm not going to say the best center in the league, top 2 center in the league. I don't know. It's debatable. Joel Embiid, it's not an easy matchup. He's playing pretty good. Mitchell Robinson got in there, kind of put up Tony Snell numbers, but, he was in there for a little bit. Miles McBride, Deuce McBride. I mean, he is, I don't even, he's a spark plug. He comes in, hits shots. He has this crazy play I'm about to pull up in a show in a second. If you guys are watching the game, you probably already know what I'm talking about, where he rips it away from Maxey. The crowd just erupts. Like, I don't know. This Knicks team just kind of feels special to me. And I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm from New York. I'm a Warriors fan. Some of y'all might tweak on me for that, but I was never a Knicks fan. No one in my family is really a Knicks fan. You can't blame me. You can't blame me. My dad's not a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? So it's not one of those. But you know, it kind of would be cool to be a Knicks fan right now. Like, this team's special, and I'm seeing, you know, my neighbors, my friends. I see people like everyone's talking about them. Like, it feels like it would be pretty cool to be a Knicks fan right now. If you're a Knicks fan, comment, because I mean, the Knicks have had like no success like pretty much all my life. A little bit, but this could be it. I mean, eventually they're probably going to run into the Celtics if all goes right, which that series would be insane. It would be very interesting to see what happens here. But yeah, I mean, the Knicks just seem like a team that I just want to, I'm not saying I want to be a fan of them, but it would be kind of cool to root for them. Like, the Knicks are like an easy team to root for. And I also feel like, I don't know if y'all get this vibe too, but it just feels like Joel Embiid is like a villain, and he didn't really do anything to deserve it, but it just kind of feels like Joel Embiid is this NBA villain. And I mean, I felt that in MSG last night. There was multiple times they were chanting F Embiid. Obviously the fans are going to root against the opposing team, but I don't know, with Embiid, it just really feels like he's this like villain. You guys can follow me on Twitter at YT_solo. I'm always tweeting out stuff when the NBA games are going on, but this is the end of the Knicks Sixers game. If you guys didn't see it, 32 seconds left. The Knicks are down 5. It's not looking good at all. And who has the ball? Dante over to Brunson. He shoots this up, a contested shot, which hits off the rim. So right here, we're like, all right, he just missed. The game's over. Look at this. It rolls in. Well, not really rolls, but it ends up going in. 27 seconds. Now it's a 2-point game. You're like, all right, try to get a stop. Maybe a foul. If you, I don't know. I don't really know how you play this. 3 seconds between shot clock and game clock. I guess you try to play for a stop, but they're pressing crazy. Kyle Lowry inbounds it to Maxey. It kind of pops off his hands. He falls to the ground with it. And I don't know, I thought there was going to be a whistle, but all of a sudden, Josh Hart comes away with the ball. He gives it over to Dante DiVincenzo. 21 seconds left for the lead. He missed it, but Hartenstein comes in. How do you not get this board? You give Isaiah Hartenstein this board. The ball ends up in OG's hands. Back out to Dante. Redemption. Bang. I mean, MSG was going crazy. You can see it. 13 seconds left. They got the lead. This was reminiscent of Reggie Miller's, 8 points in 9 seconds to beat the Knicks. They just got, 5 points in, I don't know how many seconds. It wasn't too fast because Dante missed the first shot, but they got the offensive board. I don't know. It was just an insane sequence. And then eventually, it's not in the clip, but I mean, you could see them going absolutely crazy. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, look at the fans. Like, this is just a team that I feel like it would be cool to root for. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not cool to root for teams that are like essentially pay to win. You know what I'm saying? They bring in all these superstars and they built this super team. The Knicks aren't really one of those. They're not really one of those. They have like one guy who's not really a superstar and they just work as a team. And honestly, I like Josh Hart. I'm a big Josh Hart fan too, so I feel like it would be kind of cool to see how far the Knicks could go. But yeah, eventually Embiid got a shot to try and I believe tie the game or win the game at the buzzer. I think to tie the game, he took a 3 and missed it. There's a clip here as well. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm not going to play the audio because I don't think I'd get copyrighted, but I don't know. It's not that deep anyways. But Embiid said, we should be 2-0. We're good. We're going to win this series. And basically in his post-game interview, he just kept saying how the Sixers are the better team and that they're going to end up winning the series, which at this point, I don't know, because the Sixers, it's like the Lakers. They had to, or they should have won one of those first games. And with Embiid's health, I just don't know. I don't feel great about it. If I had to pick one team that I would give better chances to of coming back, Sixers or Lakers, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd give a better chance to the Sixers just because like the Nuggets are just so good. The Knicks are good too, but they're not as good as the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers are, I don't know, bro. It's a bad spot for both the Sixers and the Lakers, a really bad spot. But Embiid apparently is feeling good about it. Josh Hart, again, 48 minutes, played the whole game. At halftime, he had 24 minutes. I was like, yo, this dude's about to play the whole game. I know they like to play him a lot. He usually ends with like 44 minutes, 41, something like that. But he played the whole game. Insane. 21 points, 15 boards. And then if you guys didn't see, Embiid got a tech. Dante DiVincenzo essentially just walked right in front of him. Embiid didn't like that, kind of pushed him away, got teed up for it. So figured I'd show this. Also, there was a little beef between Hartenstein and Embiid in this one. I don't know if I was the only one noticing it, but there were some times where I saw Embiid like kind of check Hartenstein in the shoulder, and Hartenstein was kind of looking at a ref like, yo, are you gonna do something about that? Hartenstein doesn't seem like a confrontational guy, but I just felt it. Maybe we'll see a fight or something coming in game 3, game 4, but I don't think Hartenstein and Embiid really like each other. And then here's the play with Deuce McBride. Maxey gets the board. Deuce goes in. Honestly, he probably should have been a jump ball, but he takes it away from Maxey and gets the layup. And this was in, I believe, the 4th quarter. I'm pretty sure. I can't see the score because it's like cropped out. But Deuce McBride, absolute spark plug for this team. And I know the fans absolutely love him. And then this is kind of interesting. Apparently, according to some, pretty reliable sources, Tim Bontemps from ESPN, or a writer for ESPN, 76ers plan to file a grievance with the NBA over the officiating across the first 2 games of their series versus the Knicks. So we'll see what happens with this. To be honest, probably nothing. It feels like nothing would ever happen, when a team does this. But I did notice it a little bit. Like it kind of felt like the refs wanted the Knicks to win, and I don't know. It's just a conspiracy, right? Of like how much the NBA tells refs, yo, like, help this team out, like give them some extra calls, like, you know what I'm saying? Leave your comments down below of what you think of this situation, or how much this really happens. Like, you think this is happening every game, or you think, the NBA told refs like, yo, give the Knicks some extra calls here, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when Embiid pushed Dante, like, should that have been a tech? I don't know, but the refs maybe were like, you know what? It's close. Let's just call it, because they were told some. I don't know. We're just speculating here, but I don't think anything's gonna happen with this right here, with them Sixers, filing a grievance. The NBA playoffs are absolutely crazy, and it's only been 3 days. Again, I double uploaded today, so make sure to check out the Lakers video if you didn't see that one, because that series is just as crazy as the Knicks Sixers series, if not more crazy. Sub if you guys haven't. Turn on noties, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.